Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. I'm going to start off first things first. Give it all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem HaKadash, which is the Pele Hebrew tongues, creating as their Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders, of great millstone. And shalom to your sister and brothers living this truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters that's listening and studying and show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, peep this, Yasharala. What I'm noticing is we about to be in a big time battle. And the battle is going to be over just something as simple as the truth. This devil is mad that the truth is went forth and is messing up everything this devil done set up and his future plans to set up. Because right here I got before you, I got a strike for a lesson I did. It wasn't even nothing I said. I played a clip that said something, revealed too much. As you can see, you know what it was. And the strike is supposed to be for 1 week. This is on the 17th, but yet my page is still down. So I put an email in, they might want it to stay down. They might not want it to come back up. Because there's some good work on there that really exposes this devil. Not to give myself no pat on the back, that's all through the Lord. Because it's real easy to expose this devil. I mean, it's real easy to expose the devil. He do wicked stuff every day and lie every day. So it's easy to put down this mess. And what I'm saying is, they might get to the point where they just take YouTube down. They just tired of it. They at the point where they like, I can't stop them from pumping this truth out. They going too hard. It's becoming that they try to. It's called the battle of misinformation. So Esau only wants you to go by his information. If you bring anything contrary to what he say, it's a problem. Why? Because what Esau got is a lie. What we bring in is the truth. Both of those can't coexist on the same plane. Either you got the lie or you got the truth. And right now, the truth is dominating the lie. The lie was dominating for years and years before. Esau had it good. His lie was out. They had them people over there saying they the people. Got Jake jumping around up in the black church, catching the Holy Ghost as being fools and giving their money up. And now this truth done went out, and all of that's coming to an end. And see, he had more agendas on the table he wanted to push, like this alphabet agenda. And he can't push alphabet agenda if the truth is out there, because he's trying to do population control. So if you want to do population control, you got to push the alphabet agenda, because alphabet agenda doesn't produce life. Well, Yahweh said the dude produces life. So the devil's trying to right a wrong is what he's trying to do. And I'm going to start off with this right here. Because now it's going to get to the point where it's going to become, they're going to put legal backing behind this. What they call misinformation. If you say something contrary to the lie they put out, they're going to try to hit you some jail time. They already got that going in Europe. So check it out, this Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And in Esau's eyes, hell yeah, he like you my enemy. Don't be telling them the truth. I done dominated, made plenty of money off of Yasharala not knowing the truth. Don't tell them the truth, man. I want them to believe in lies because I got plans for them. I'm trying to lead them to the slaughter. I don't need you telling them the truth, because then he gonna come off my plantation. I'm gonna lose money, and I'm gonna lose another soul that I was trying to get off the planet, because I don't want Yahushua to come back, because they know when Yahushua come back, they going into captivity. So they're right then, like I said, like a lot of Jakes have been so rocked by these lies that precept pertains to a lot of Jakes. I witnessed that the hard way. When I first came to the truth, I told the Jake at the job, and he went and told on me. So you got to watch who you tell this truth, man. A lot of Jakes don't want to wake up. The lie is comforting to them. What they say, the truth hurts. A lot of Jake, they weak, man. They feelings get hurt real easy. So they like them comforting lies. They don't like the truth. So you got to watch it, Yashar, who you tell this to. Only worthy souls. I sit back and say something to somebody and see where they at mentally. Like, are they ready? Do they want to know the truth? If you want to know the truth, I tell you. If it look like they comfortable when they lie and they're a carnal, natural person, hey, let them be, man. Just spit carnal stuff to them. Stay on your pose, man. Stay incognito. Stay carnal. Only talking about carnal things. Don't try to push a square through a circle. It's not gonna work. So, like I said right there, hey, Esau's lies been rocking for so long, that if you come to a Jake with some truth, y'all gonna become enemies, man. Especially you come to, say if it's a Jake in the alphabet agenda, you tell them, hey, the Bible say you ain't supposed to be doing that, and that's wrong. You think they gonna be cool with you after that? They'll go tell on you. And in a minute, what I'm trying to make the point is, it's gonna get legal backing behind it. They're gonna get to the point where if you say there's only two genders, they will report you to the police and you might get about 90 days in jail. That's hate speech. You can't say that. You're hurting people with that. Because science says there's 30 genders. And they'll come with try to re-educate you, come with their PhDs. Nemo Lipschitz says that the rod is better inserted into an anus because the bacteria in the fecal matter helps clean it better. And he has 12 PhDs and he has doctorate degrees and he's worth $40 million. And he said, so they're gonna use science, just like they did the other thing. They're gonna use science, legal stuff, and they're gonna make it to where if you speak against that, like they might give you some jail time. Like it's a hate crime. It's gonna get to the point where I think it's gonna get so bad. That's why this place gotta get hit with missiles, Joshua. It's gonna get so bad in Babylon the Great. I could see an alphabet agenda person, trying to make an advance on you. If you turn them down, they go tell the authorities on you, well, he hurt my feelings and he said this and he a bigot. And hey man, they jam you up for that. Like why you didn't go to his advances? We feel like that's hate speech. That's hate that you preaching, and you didn't, participate in his abomination. So therefore, we think you need, lose your job and you get 90 days in jail because you didn't do that. And I think it's gonna get that bad because these devils promote that alphabet agenda so hard that I noticed they're starting to feel themselves, man. At the job, I might end up in HR or something. They starting to think they can step over the fence. There's somebody who has declared themselves to be straight, not curious. I don't, dabble with that at all, but they feel like I could persuade you, or they feel they have a right to your body. It's how these, alphabet agenda people starting to feel. And what backed that up, they're trying to get Aretha Franklin's song, Natural Woman, taken off the air. And why is that? Because they're not they can't be a natural woman. And watch. I bet you they gonna get it taken down. So it lets you know it's a big overreach. Like this place is totally demonic. It's totally about pushing lies. And they want to push it on all the people. You know what I said earlier? Try to push that agenda on you and tell you. And if you don't believe so, well, that shows you closed-minded. That shows you a bigot. They gonna tell you that's hatred in your heart. Because you won't, go over there and be curious and do that. They're gonna ban the Bible, say it's wrong, God is wrong, and it's right to do that. And they're gonna come with science says. They love to say that. Woo, they love to say that. And I be like, I don't give a damn what science say. I don't give a damn how much money you worth. So they always want to bring in frivolous stuff to that point. Because I can see me having an argument with one of them. He'd be like, well, I'm worth $40 million. I got 3 PhDs. I'm like, people worth $40 million, 3 PhDs can be full of shit too. You know what that? And then this is what I hit them with. This is why they'll give me jail time. I'll be like, okay, my rod going in a woman produces life. My rod going in a man doesn't produce nothing but abomination, sewage type of things. And I'll say that. And they be like, well, jail time. Because you can't combat that, man. The Lord gonna have them confounded. Because that's the truth. That's a hard truth. Hard pill to swallow. That you can't work around that. You can't get around that. And so that's when they go to the name calling. I'm this and that. Oh, I heard he a Hebrew Israelite. He a terrorist. That's what make him think like that. They terrorists. and things of that nature. Now they're gonna say I'm a black Hebrew Israelite. Let me not forget that word. I can't be a Hebrew Israelite. I'm gonna be a black Hebrew Israelite. Is what I'm gonna end up being. And then they tell me all about, you know what I'm saying, the whole gospel about to just get ran through. They're gonna say this, and that, and that's that God stuff. But like, check this out, which is so bad. My op just did a lesson on that. The Pope came out and said that doing that is not a crime. And I'm like, wow, how can you base your ministry on our Bible? When you go to Leviticus chapter 18, it specifically tells you that that is against the law. So it ain't a crime to Esau, but it's a crime to Yahweh Shah. You breaking his law. And this devil straight up said, like, that's not a crime. So he's helping Esau promote that. You know, which one we go to? Make sure this is on Do Not Disturb for mess. Somebody call me or something. So you see the momentum. They went to the Pope first to get the backing. The Pope said, see, I always need some high position person to say, you know, promote their wickedness. The Pope said, who are you? You just a nigga. That's all you. That's the Pope. He said. And so that gives them the green light for their wickedness, man. And that's how they do, because the whole black church is tailored after the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican. Your black church, the doctrine Pastor Porchop preaches is the same doctrine that the Roman Catholic Church preaches, the Pope and them. That rapture, that we already in the second covenant. The laws and commandments don't mean nothing no more. That doctrine came from them. What else? It's the rapture. Jesus is white. Jesus God and all that mess. All that, man. What Pastor Porchop preaches is Roman Catholicism. You know, when I really know, you know, and thoroughly look into it, and which is lies. That's why the Roman Catholic Church is the false prophet. They preach lies. Because when you read that book for yourself, you be like, hold up. What I was taught in Sunday school don't go with what's in the scriptures. And then you read the scripture, you find out, okay, you the liar. So why should I listen to you? Let's say he gonna start and say it's not a crime. You know, when he should have said, if he was a real man of the Lord, should have said it's a crime to the Lord. And he should have stood on that. But hey man, that's the devil, man. Roman Catholic Church, false prophet. They push out lies. They ain't getting the people ready for the MOTB. They ain't letting the people know about Jacob's trouble. They don't teach you nothing, man. It's all about give me money. Give me money and act like, you know, worship Esau is what it is. Caesar Borgia worship. So that's them lies, man. So I'm gonna snack on that when I'm at work today. Ooh, while we talk about work. At my job, it's like Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why this place got to eat missiles. And like, I'm not exaggerating that either. Like, I'm talking about literally Sodom and Gomorrah. It's getting bad up there, man. Bad. As I said, I might end up HR because, like, I noticed the alphabet agenda dudes trying to have small talk with me and stuff. Like, as if they could persuade me to do some abominable acts or something. And see, they really knew me. I do not like boo-boo at all. At all. I ain't mess with no woman, didn't no sodomy with no woman. So what make you think I'm gonna do that with you? And you sure ain't about to do nothing to me. I don't like pain either. Pain is not pleasure to me. I'm not one of them weird dudes that like to get beat up and stomped on, you know, think that's some sexual pleasure. No. So it's getting bad, man. And then I had to think, like, why are they feeling that way? They're feeling that way because the devil is backing them so hard that now they think they can overstep everybody's boundaries. Like, I'm entitled to you because they said that. The system backs me. The system don't back you. And you need to, you know, comply to what I say. If you hurt my feelings, I'm going to call the authorities and something going to happen to you. That's how these devils feel, man. They feel empowered, man. They overstepping the Edomite woman. The alphabet agenda people are. They start to be the most protected. the most people get the most protection. And with that, their pride. They say, and they parades is called what? Pride parades. They got the most pride right now. They walk around. There was this one weirdo Jacob on my job, looked like an alien. But he walked around, they nicknamed him Pretty Ricky. Because you couldn't tell he wasn't the stuff because he was messing with dudes at the job. The manager was messing with him. So it had his head big and he felt like he could do whatever and get whatever. Because he, man, the pride on that little weirdo, demonic looking little boy, man. He was a Jake. I mean, a flamboyant Jake. I mean, pride through the roof, Yasharala. Because the manager was all messing with him. So he was getting this little, trinkets, his little stuff. And he's so prideful, he messed himself up. He thought he had it, man. He tried to, one little, assistant manager, I'm just giving a quick little testimony. He messed with, and I guess he was supposed to get a position he didn't get. So he told that assistant manager, I'm going to tell your wife. And they got that dude out there and fired him. Pride got him knocked off. He thought he had it too good. And you just see the way he carried himself, man. Like, that was pride. And they're like that. They feel like they entitled to the world and everything. I get to do what you do, and I get to get you, and you can't tell me nothing. And why is that? Because Esau pumping that lie, telling them they this and they that, and they the best, and they the greatest, and did you know the alphabet agenda did this, and they do that, and they make the world go around, and that's a lie. Because if everybody goes to that lifestyle, we will all cease to be. And that's a fact of the matter. And I don't like to deal with that, because Esau pumping agenda. So he's going to use them to attack us. And that's like, I'm looking at, that's the area we're about to go into. That's the battle we're about to go into. You being straight is going to be a major problem. You being in the truth is going to be a major problem. You not wanting to get that MOTB is going to be a major problem. You not wanting to get the, the juice is going to be a major problem. The devil going to, man, they call it mandate. You better go get it or else. So we got to be strapped in and ready, to bang with them. Because this thing about to get crazy. And check it out, I'm going to go back to scriptures. Because you can plainly see this. Like for instance, I got a couple streaming services. I got a couple streaming services under my belt that I don't have the high package, the premium package where you don't get commercials. On two of them I have where they don't get commercials. And when I watch those, every commercial is alphabet agenda. Every commercial. Like, what the? It's my children, like, watch one of them. Some cartoons show up on one of them, like to watch. And I'm like, I don't want my children seeing that. So I'm going to have to find in my budget. I'm going to have to bump up so I don't have to see them ads, man. I want to explain it to my children why, this is going on in that commercial, man. They say they putting it in the children's face. They're conditioning the world to be like that. Let's go to Jeremiah 51:7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. They made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. So these other nations, they got a little sense. Because who pushes out this wine? Which is the abomination, the filth that Esau pushes out. And it's called that wine because wine goes into philosophy. When you really thoroughly understand the Bible. The wine goes into philosophies. There's different types of wine. And alphabet agenda is a type of wine that Babylon Great pushes out. And it's made these other countries have to participate in that. Like lately, the little soccer thing with India, they didn't want to do that. But Babylon made them do that. And now they got issues. Now they women rebelling. Feminism done crept into Iran. Peru, all kinds of little places. Like all of Babylon's messed up moral decay and filth has hit these other nations. And the people is becoming destabilized. Instability is spreading. It's running rampant. Now these other countries mad like, now she need took the U.S.'s money. Now look at my country. Now look at my people. Now we looking like Americans. They walk around with tights on. The women is loose. The men is, on alphabet agenda. My military looking weak. So they about to bang against Babylon the Great. Because it said it made all the earth drunken. Now, they drunk when you look at our people. Like, look at the 2/3 of Yasharala, and you just see drunk people. Like when I go to work, because I'm gonna go to work later on tonight, all I see is, drunk Jakes, drunk on that Babylon juice, looking to get the bag, get some woman, and get some drugs. Them the big three in your worldly Jake's mind. Whether man or woman, that's the big three in their mind: drugs, sex, money. And the money buys the other two things. So that's why I always looking to get the bag. Because the more bag, the more drugs, the more sex. And that's their whole everything. That's their whole dream. There's nothing else more to them. They're not seeking spirituality. They're not seeking the kingdom. They're not seeking after righteousness. They just want a bigger bag so they can do more wickedness. And that's their whole mindset, man. It's hard even talking to them people. And I'm looking like me and my aunt Bayan had a long talk today. And we're talking about how we're like so close on prophecy. Like Yahushua is so close to coming back. And then you look at our nation as a whole, they're not seeking righteousness at all. They're like doubling down on wickedness. They're getting in big time alphabet agenda. They're getting into bestiality. They're probably next about to jump into pedophilia. And I ain't talking about like 12 or 14-year-old like the R. Kelly stuff. I'm talking about like 4 and 5-year-olds who ain't even got no type of sexual maturity at all. I'm talking about like that. So don't be surprised they come on Jake's radar next, because that's what Esau do. So, hey, like I say, man, Esau pushing these lies and he's mad now. I see now why the devil coming out with great rap. He's been exposed. The truth is in there, boxing him up, and he's angry because the truth is there. He had to deal with that in the the 1920s and the 30s. He just go over there and string Jake up, whip Jake back, and just beat him. If Jake talking that noise he don't want to hear. Now he has to listen to it. Now Jake on the corner telling him and rebuking him and telling him about his wickedness. So now he over here getting some legislation because he about to try to do us the same way. I got to get them dudes off the corner. I got to get their pages suspended. Man, misinformation, man. They spit misinformation. According to scientists, that is not true. And they trying to right or wrong. And let's get that. They trying to like make something that don't go, make it go. And then use their pseudoscience to back it up. And then want to persuade you. And if your mind weak and you weak and you dumb, you go, oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I believe in the science now. Okay, I'll do that. I'll give it a try, and you're gonna get messed up, man. Just say we got to stay locked in on the truth and ready to, lay our lives down for the truth. Because a lot of these jakes, man, with t-shirt fringes, they're not gonna do that, man. These dudes, man, as soon as they get a little pressure on them, they're gonna take their fringes off and do whatever Esau say to do. I could clearly see it. These dudes ain't no warriors for you. How about Yahushua? Check it out. This Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. They put darkness for light and light for darkness. They put bitter for sweet and sweet for better. So Esau trying to right a wrong, man. And it gets no bigger and clearer than when you look at the alphabet agenda. That's clearly wrong. But he wants to make that right, and he wants to make what we're doing is wrong. You being straight is wrong. You making children is wrong. We done changed it up. Science says it's best to mess with your own. That's why they mess women up so much, man. And see, look, this is another thing that's going big that's hurting this devil feelings. Jake, Jake's smart. Jake getting his passport up. So since they have polluted and ruined Eve, all these women here in Babylon the Great, Jake going overseas and getting women. Like, Jake find a way. And that's why the new laws will come into place. You can't go overseas unless you got a real ID and stuff like you can't get a passport. They're gonna put a stop to that too. Because they want to destroy you, man. And these women, they mess the women's head with feminism in order to destroy the man. And then what the women so horrible, when you look at these rappers and stuff, so horrible, they want you to go say, well, I need a man then. Heck no, that is not an alternative at all. But that's the plan the devil trying to do. He trying to deviate you over there. Because he's already like that. The Edomite man's already like that. Every Edomite man I met. I had an Edomite tell me that one time, one of my old jobs. We was talking about, the alphabet agenda. And he was like, every man has a price. And I was like, I don't give a damn. You come billions of dollars. Nope. Because my manhood is tied to my happiness. So I'm not going to get it up for any price of money. But the Edomite man will. You know why? Because he's already like that. He's already like that. I don't think I met any straight Edomite men. And if they appear like that, they give him enough money. He'll go. He'll go. Like we say to them ratchet women. Give her enough money. She'll go. They'll go. So I can give me a drink of water. So we're gonna have to hold tight to our values, this truth, man. And then like that, like being straight, hold on to that truth, that's like low level truth. Now, when you got the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, the gospel, the truth, that's like the real truth this devil don't want. Because he got a whole group of people claiming they the people, the ish people, claiming that they are, the people of the Lord. And when you come with the real truth and say you that, woo, that's the big one. That's the one he gonna come down great wrath for. That's the one that's going to break the camel's back. That truth. And it's bubbling up hard. Real hard. So this devil like, oh no, I gotta go ahead and just clean their clock. And he gonna try to keep the younger generation, around. They got critical race theory. And his plan is to put them in MOTB system. Watch a movie called Captive State. It's a movie called Captive State, which really shows that good. Let me look, I'm gonna do a lesson on this right here. Female TikTokers say they're deleting their dating apps and heading to Home Depot to get husbands. That's how desperate these women are. It's getting bad. They ain't going to the club no more. They going to Home Depot. They need the handyman. Now they want to build something. Ain't gonna work. Internet has exposed women too. She's just as exposed as Esau is. What was I about to say? Movie. This is where we're heading. And I think I'm gonna buy it too. I'm gonna get that movie. Go watch this movie, y'all. It's a very good movie. Cause guess what? It shows the MOTB system. They got this thing in their neck. It's a tracer, and it keeps tabs on them. And they got to talk to the newspapers and stuff. They got a whole resistance movie, and that's where Esau want to take us, man. That's what Esau want to do. So check that movie out. I'm gonna go get that movie myself because I ain't seen it in a minute. And a lot of people slammed it. I liked it. The pace was kind of weird, the characters, but what I liked, it was very spiritual, man. It showed the MOTB system, how they want to do. So they want to get rid of us, the adults, Jacob's trouble, get rid of us, have the children grow up, without the history, because they're not going to teach history anymore. They got critical race theory. And they want to bring the young ones up eating bugs with a device in their body. And they all do alphabet agenda. And the birthing will be by the little, by the system. The machines will do it. So that's Esau's fantasy. That's what he wants. But see, this truth is here. And it's gonna stay here. Esau not gonna defeat this truth, man. At all. He not. Cause I'm gonna go get this. We probably end off with that, but go see that movie. Joshua, you should be able to see it. They say it's on YouTube for $4, but forget that. You can go buy it for that price. I always go to let me see if it's on streaming. I always go to like what's the vintage stock? That's where I get my movies at. I don't know where y'all at, if y'all got the type of store, but it's an old store. You can get a bunch of old DVD movies and you can see it. So they're trying to charge for this sucker now, man. I feel like this should be free. They trying to charge for it. See, it's on HBO Max. They say it's on HBO Max. If you got HBO Max, Yasharala. So you can see it on HBO Max. Because everybody else trying to charge like, that's a lot. $4? Man, get out of here, man. It ain't worth all that. You might as well go buy that sucker. That's what I do. But it's a good movie though. It's the MOTB system. And it's using Jake. Jake is the main characters in the movie. And I feel like they wasn't by accident. And then they got to do, what's his name? John Goodman. He plays the agent trying to stop Jake from, because dude has a brother that's outside the system. He got his device out his body. We know in the truth you can't do that. But in the movie, he got a device out his body and he's trying to get his brother out the system and bring the system down. And they got an elaborate plan They talk through the newspapers and ads, and man, it's good, man. I liked it because it got John Goodman. You know, he played Esau, so he all on they cake and he all on they stuff, like, you know, trying to figure out what they doing. And you know, they got one the young Jake jammed up and the thing. Where your brother at? Tell us where he at. You know, it's good. Then this old lady, she like, you know, the younger brother trying to lead the system. He trying to get out. And so he's with an Edomite woman, and she's telling him, if you love me, you'll stay. He looking like, hey, heifer, I gotta get up out of here. You do what you want to do. She all like, you better stay. And you can, where you gonna go? And it shows like that's who was that? That was Job and his wife. You know, he told Job's wife told him, curse the Most High and die. That's basically how his little old lady was telling him, like, man, don't leave the system. We good here. We got food. We taken care of. What you want to be free for? If you care about me, you'll stay. And you know, his brother was like, hey, man, I know a place, man. We can get up out of here. And man, that was a good movie to me, man. They I don't know, they promote that good enough. I think they didn't want people to see it like that. But you know me, I've been wanting to see spiritual stuff like that. So I seen the movie, I liked it. Cause I like they plan they had too. Like, oh, and in that movie too, it shows the robot drone super soldiers. They got those in the movie. You know, they got these little things, they can see through walls and stuff. And I remember they was sicking them on them. And boy, hey, man, it got tense. It got real tense, man. They sent them robot drones on them. You know, it's like, cause them things can see through walls. They got infrared, and they like some killer robots. And it got real heated when they put them things on. They was hunting them down. And dude's trying to get his brother up out the system, man. He's trying to really take the system down. So I'm gonna just give an overview on that. I might do a review on that movie now that I say that. But let me get back on point on truth, because they had to like do extreme measures to tell the truth in there. Like, truth was against the law. And that's where we going. That's how they gonna have us. It's gonna be against the law for any bit of truth. You get out of line, you do something you're supposed to do, man, they gonna come down on you real hard. And then we gotta like thank the Most High that we even know the truth. A lot of Jakes don't know the truth or want to, you know, care to know it. I've had people tell me to conform. You know, decide to say do this, you do that. Just do it. Like Nike. And I'm like, no, man. I'm not with that. I always had a hunger for the truth, and now I know why. Because I got the spirit of Yahweh shine me. And the truth is what I hunger for. And I want to walk in righteousness. That's what I want. I want the kingdom of heaven. The Esau don't want that. He want lies. So me and him, we, you know, the truth, the house of David and Esau, we two opposing forces right there. And you know, with two opposing forces, what's gonna happen? You're gonna go to war. You're gonna bang. So we're gonna have to bang with them, man. Let's check it out. This is Psalms 43 and 3. Oh, send out thy light and thy truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me unto thy holy hill, into thy tabernacles. And so you gotta, hey, give praise to Yahweh that he keeps you in this truth, man. They lead to the holy hill, into the tabernacles, man, the house of David. And when you get there, stay there. Eat up. Build your strength up. You eat to build your strength up, man. Get your edification. Because we're going to have to put this into action in a minute. This devil's about to get real aggravated with us. I can see them, you know, and it's going to start the alphabet agenda. They're going to, you know, want some of that from you. And if you say no, they will say something wrong with you. You need re-education. You need this and you need that. So either you do this or you get jail time. And then you might get the jail time going there. They be like, man, why are you in here, man? I said it's only two genders. Oh, yeah. And then you might have to fight in the prison. Because, you know, that's where alphabet agenda is. That's where a lot of it is. Yeah, oh, yeah. They try to force it. You know, they ain't like the ones out here and there. They feel like, you know, I'm a strong arm you, you know. So it's about to get real. We're going to need the Lord. We're going to need Yahweh Shai real bad. Because we'll have to go to war with this whole entire world. So we got to go to war with. Because this world is built on lies. And we over here got the truth in us. And that just don't go. And it's at the point where these demons know you got the truth. I don't have to say nothing, man. When a certain amount of these demons see me, soon as they see me, they have a problem with me. And then as I talk to them, I see why. I'm like, okay, you got demons in you. I got living waters in me. So it's a clash. clash of the Titans. And you know, we're going to see who win, which we already know through the scriptures who's going to win. At the end, righteousness is going to win. So we on the winning team. And that's something I always got to bank on our mind too. We on the winning team. It might not look like it from a world view, but as the scripture said, the prophecy foretells, we're on the winning team. We just got to, you know, build our strength up and be those warriors for Yahweh Shah is what we got to do. So with that, I know I hit a lot of things. I just, you know, going through the spirit, Yahshua, and I just had to have a deep thought. Like this thing is it's coming to a head. And when it comes to a head, it's gonna be war, man. And it's gonna be war because it's gonna be truth versus lies. And that's what it's gonna come down to. And us being in this truth, we can't be afraid to stand up for the truth, is where we gotta be at. We can't be afraid to do that. You gotta stand on this truth and like with boldness, bold as a lion on this truth. Because we got the truth. It's easy to stand on the truth. The lie, man, you gotta keep telling lies, and the lies like being on sand. You know, it's not solid. So they're gonna fall through. So all we gotta do is, hey man, get the roaring on their butts. You know, it's gonna come down to that. It's gonna come down to that because they want to push this lie and they want to make it the lie the truth, which you can't do. But that's what Esau in his mind, his fantasy, that's what he wants to do. He wants to make the lie the truth. But the truth is now starting to shine. It's busting them up, which, hey, since I say that, let's end off with this. One of my favorite precepts. I ain't got to have that wrote down. That's one that's in my heart. 2 Esdras 6:28. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. Truth is having its fruit now. We are the fruit. We are the fruits of the truth being spread, Yahshua. We that fruit. So what we got to do is make sure, hey, we don't rotten, man. Don't get sour. Don't turn rotten. You know, don't fall off the tree. Stay on that tree, man. We that fruit, man. The fruit, the truth is bearing its fruit right now. And it's growing. It seems like it had been dead, now it's growing. So truth, the faith is flourishing because of the truth. And corruption's been overcome. And that's why Esau gonna come down great wrath, because he's done. He's exposed. His lie coming down. And that lie is looking real weak now. The lie is looking weak right now. And who gonna back us up on that truth? Yahweh Shah gonna back us up. That's why you gotta say all the time, who got my back? Man, Yahweh Shah got your back. And if Yahweh Shah got your back, man, you should, what? You? Hey, you gotta get that King David spirit then. Like, you on uncircumcised heathen, you want war with me? Like that movie, what's in Belly? He's like, you want to rumble with Rottweiler? You want to rumble with me? Huh? Hey, we gotta be like that, man. I'm the roughest, toughest bumper clock. You know, we gotta be in that spirit. And that's what we got. That's that faith gotta shine. And to have your faith at that level, you gotta build it up, man. Getting this truth. You can't be like having doubt and let people taking shots. I see people young in this truth. Man, somebody come and just peel their skin off with some BS too. I'm like, oh my Lord, you need to get in your truth more. You need to read more. They get distracted. You know, you're gonna have a lot of people like that scripture said, the parable of the seed. They're gonna get choked out by the weeds because they're not locked in, they're distracted, they're not in this word like they should be. So when wartime comes, they're not gonna be strong enough to withstand the wiles of the devil because they didn't build themselves up strong enough. Now, us in this truth that's locked in, we built up strong enough because we in it daily. We in it daily. We drinking these waters daily. We training daily. So when the battle come, hey man, we like a strong warrior. Like, hey, you want to rumble with me? You know, let's go. Because Yahushua got our back. Who got our back? Yahushua got our back. So therefore, we're not scared of Esau. We kind of looking at Esau like, bust your move, you know? Come on with it. Oh, you mad because I got the truth? You mad because of that? Come do something about it. Let's see what happens. Let's just see what happens, you know? And that's the spirit we got to be in. Because it's going to come down to that. The devil's going to seek to put hands on us because we got the truth and we holding strong for that truth, man. Just like the 3 holy children. And you're like, what? Throw them in that fiery furnace and let's see, you know, what's going to happen to him since he want to be the truth He claimed he a Hebrew Israelite. Throw him in that furnace. Let's see what happens to him. Then, hey, get ready for the miracles, brothers and sisters. Get ready for the miracles. Yahushua gonna confound them. They already confounded. They just gonna get more of it. And then, hey, then we gonna really be, hey, booming that face like I told you. Didn't I tell you? Yahushua got my back. Didn't I tell you that? Hey, look, when we get our spiritual power, we get here, hey, get ready to put an offensive on them. Then we get ready to, make a move. That's how the thing gonna go. So with that, I hope this has been edifying. Hope it's been encouraging. Hey, stay locked in, Yasharala. I want to say Kwam, Yasharala. Detail Bubba Bob. Shalom.